Hey, what's up guys? My name is David. I'm a pencil video volunteer, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 10 tips to succeed academically in college. I'm a recent graduate this semester, Bachelor of Arts in Music Business and a Spanish minor from Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. So this is probably, I just thought, some good advice I can give you in reflection of my college career to any of you high schoolers who are maybe about to leave for college this upcoming fall or looking at colleges for, the next couple of years or so. Also, before I get started, just want to say, hope this video, if you're watching it, finds you well in this time. Hope your family's well. Hope you yourself are staying safe, respecting all guidelines, and doing your part, so hopefully we can get back to normal soon. Anyway, let's just dive right in. So my first tip to succeed, as I say, academically in college and professionally, is don't be afraid to change majors. You'll definitely hear throughout college that it's incredibly common to change majors, and it's not something to look at, shamefully or be scared of in a decision. It is a huge decision, and if you do have doubts about your studies, definitely first step is talk to professors, friends, parents, anyone that you can bounce ideas off of, because it is a pretty big decision. You should know your options, but also be sure that it's so common to do it, and you likely will not finish college with whatever major that you initially planned to. I changed my major twice throughout my academic career, so don't be worried if you have feelings of doubts of your majors after your first year or so. My second tip is talk with and keep in contact with professors that you enjoy classes from. You'll definitely hear that, certain professors or classes in colleges can change someone's perspective or whatever career choice they may have, and it's definitely true. You'll meet some really great professors that, you just want to bounce ideas off of, get to know better. So if you do, find something like that, definitely, talk with them, any decisions you might have, and keep in contact with them, especially after you take their class, because they'll still be around campus and they'll still be a great resource for you. And you don't feel compelled to do that with every professor, because you don't want to, have ingenuine relationships with professors that you don't want to see again, which is fun. Number 3, get used to feeling uncomfortable in class. You're gonna probably be in a lot of scenarios early on in college where you'll be next to people whose ideas may not match yours. You'll have to deal with them in group projects. And this is pretty common throughout your next 4 years and for many years afterwards. So just be prepared to have your limits pushed in a certain sense, and understand that, your peers are also being pushed as well, which is the point of some of these situations. You'll likely take speech courses or something of that sort where they'll drill that thought into your mind, which is that you need to start being comfortable with the idea of being uncomfortable. And that's just the way you progress in public speaking, group work, being professional, etc. You probably already have experience in high school already. So number 4, take full advantage of career services. This goes for when you do start to try to look for internships and applying for jobs while in college. Your university already has some sort of online career service or career center that's so helpful and also so accessible, really. There's platforms that list tons of job internship openings that you just have to search through, and they make it easy that you can send in resumes, cover letters, and you can almost just knock out applications 10 in a day easily. So definitely make appointments if needed, or email, call them, because it's a great resource that'll help you really maximize efficiency in finding an internship. Number 5, I have don't feel limited to opportunities only in your school. So this may depend on where you go geographically wise for university. But if you're in a major city or any kind of like decently sized city, you definitely don't have to look at just your, network within university or resources there for opportunities after college. I would definitely recommend to just meet people and like explore places within the city you're living in. Not understand it that you're living just at the school just to go to school, but you're like actually living in a new place to experience opportunities there, because there can be so much more than just the academic world that could already be available to you without, a college degree already. Number 6, I have get your resume reviewed as much as possible, or as much as you can. You'll probably understand, and get to know resume making, maybe first or second year into school. And it's not something, obviously, if you're not already in school, to be worrying about right now. But understand that it's not a really simple process. It's not something that, though it is, as I say, should only be like one page. It's not something that can be written like a one page in like one day. It's something that every minute detail has to be looked over, because it does make a difference in formatting and in like word choice. So get it reviewed by, professors, career services, I mentioned before, parents for sure, even peers if you really trust them as well. Number 7, be as clear and punctual in communicating as you can. This is probably something I didn't even learn until a little bit later into my college career, which I really didn't understand at first, but like part of behaving professionally in a college setting and professional setting definitely relies on like punctual and like clear communication in emails, text, phone calls, and like oral communication as well. It's really just being, it's like a subsection of being like taking initiative in communication. But if you have an issue, questions, problems, whatever in like classes, like hop on the communication routes of like emailing your professor or talking to them directly, because it's not something that you can just like ignore, and you might as well take the advantage of it as well. Being punctual as well. Like nothing feels worse than responding to emails, responding to people a week late, and it doesn't look good for you. So get in the habit of seeing unreplied messages, unreplied group members or whatever, and just hopping on it as soon as you can. It'll really save yourself a lot of trouble in the future. Number 8, I have search for internships you actually want to do. This is something that definitely happened to me, where I felt pressured going to my junior year of college. Like all my friends already have internships, they already have experience lined up. I need to hop on something, and I applied to like as many internships as I can, and I interviewed at a lot of places that I had no business being in, because there was nothing of what I wanted to do there or what I felt like I could do at that position, and it made me feel even more uncomfortable. So the first step is understanding that there's actually a lot more opportunities for you than you actually realize and actually like need. So you can have a bit of personal selection, like personal bias, because you definitely want to be somewhere, not just for the sake of experience, but, being somewhere that you can actually put effort into that you want. 9 kind of goes off of 8 as well. It's like, don't stress about where your peers are at, academically or professionally, because this is definitely like a tough topic, and it's something, everyone learns as well, but everyone has their own pace once they get to school. I mean, even if you enter school in the same year as someone, you're definitely not going to graduate at the same time as everyone else. People go faster, slower. They take different routes either because of, their academics or like personal life or anything. So it's not something that you should compare yourself to pace-wise with people. It's a big issue for me and big issue for other people. trying to set like, nothing wrong with setting timetables or goals. Like by this stage, I should have this done, but try not to let it be influenced by the pace of other people. And lastly, another pretty broad one, but I think it still applies as well, is know your priorities for number 10. Especially when you start to get maybe to a certain level in your academic career where you have multiple commitments. You need to understand what the most important ones are and what like the least important ones are. Most importantly, definitely, academics I would say is up there, but there could be other times too where you just may have like some opportunity that you really can't blow, like an event that you really have to make, and you have to like sacrifice some other things. And like understand that like that's a part of having multiple commitments, and like setting the priority is just what influences those decisions. So yeah, those are my 10 tips after completing college of what I think would help you guys once you get to college, or understanding how to transition from like high school to college behavior. Hope that helps for you. And yeah, again, hope all you guys are staying safe out there and continue to respect guidelines, do all that, stay inside. So peace, guys.